Okay, so let's move on and take a look at the basic project life cycle. And I'm going to enhance this by adding some verbiage to it on the flip chart. First of all, in this class, you will be working on case studies and learning the tools of project management and applying to it. So you will be creating what I call a project management plan. There are two documents in this, which we will use as we go through the life cycle. So, as per the slide, our first phase of any basic project is basically the concept and requirements phase. It's the initiating phase. But basically, this answers the question, what are we doing? This is where we want to get the project definition down. The document that gives you this, the output of phase one, is going to be a project charter, or some document that documents the project definition. Some companies call it the research brief, the project brief. I don't care what you call it as long as you're consistent. We also have to get approval, and then we move on to phase two. Now, if phase one answers the question, what are we doing? Then what question does phase two answer? Exactly. How are we going to do it? In our busy worlds, the just go do it mentality we live in, many times we start here and never get clear on this until the 11th hour. So as we plan the details, the detailed project plan will be an output of this. This is where we go into doing the work breakdown structure, the logic network, the resource matrix, the PERT diagramming, the estimating. If any of this is foreign to you, you will have a great understanding by the end of the third day on exactly how to use those tools. After we go into this, we have to get an approval. And we go into phase three, which is basically your do it phase. Implementation, execution, however you want to call it. But there's a phenomenon that happens here with this plan, do, review, replan, redo, and we get in this iterative loop when we're implementing the project. What causes that to happen? You bet, changes. You bet, incorrect assumptions. There's a lot that goes on here, and the more unknowns you have on the project, the more you're going to be replanning it to keep the plan valid during the implementation process. And then we go back to phase four, which is closeout. And then maybe create a new project based on information out of this one. Now, when in this project life cycle do your stakeholders want to know the commitments on time and cost? Oh, come on, really. When do they really want to know this? You bet. Sometimes, many times, you are given a time and a cost, and it goes into phase one. When in reality will you really know how long it will take and what it will cost? Yeah. Probably someplace right before you close it out, you'll really have a good assessment on how long it will take and what it will cost. Now, in defense of strategic planners and business analysts and people that look at projects, they have to they're guessing many times. Well, how long do we really think we want to give them? And how much do you think it will really cost? We're going like this. Your job as a project manager with your team members is to go do this level of work to create this project management plan and feed back to your stakeholders the realities of the request they are making. What happens if you do not give them feedback on their requests for time and cost? Yeah, they assume that it's a go and everything's fine. You need to be able to tell them, well, if you really want us to do a good job, we can have it to you by February. If you want a whiz-bang job, it will take till June. But if you want that whiz-bang in December, here's what we need. You have to go back and give them their options. This is the true work of a project manager and a team that really sets the stage for being able to do this relatively smoothly.